Hi guys, this is Sam with Spieler Custom Baits. Today we're going to tie a crappie jig. We're going to show how layering marabou types can change your profile. Starting off with a 1/16 ounce jig, cast these with a number 2 hook, and then I powder coated it red. And we're going to start off here by adding a little bit of adhesive to the shank just to ensure that that tie-in adheres pretty well. I'm going to be starting this off with a 120 denier white thread, and we're going to just start this in by wrapping it down the hook shank, all the way to that bend, and then wrapping back up. Cut off that tag end, and with this particular jig I'm just going to start off with some white marabou. I'm just using end pieces. And what I'm doing here is I'm just measuring it up, pulling those strands so that they're evenly pulled back. And with this first end, I'm just kind of measuring to see where I want it. Let's pull that thread down a little bit. And we're going to place this down and make a few wraps towards the head to secure it where I want it, and wrap it back down. Let's cut off some of this excess. And then fully tie this in. Tie back up to the collar and clean up a little bit. Then we're going to grab one of our black marabou tips, and what we're going to do is we're going to tie this one as well. This will create a little bit of a breakup in the pattern of the white. Pulling those strands back so that we get a little bit more even alignment. And I'm going to wind that right down and reposition it to where I want it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another one of those white tips, and I'm basically just going to sandwich this black tip in between the two, creating a line of the black marabou down the middle of this jig tail. Repositioning that, and then tying it down in and cleaning up. Cut off some of this excess off the top of the jig. Now I'm going to take some white Chanel This has a little bit of crystal flash in it. And I've taken a little bit of that Chanel off of the main line of the Chanel just to tie it in. Now we're going to make nice even wraps and create a body to this jig. Few wraps over the Chanel and then a couple to lock it in. And we're going to clip that Chanel close to the jig head. And we're just going to wrap that in to lock it. Pull out some of that extra fluff that came off with the cutting, and we're going to whip finish this. I prefer to whip finish mine twice. Pulling that tight, and for a second whip finish. Layering marabou like this can create a nice effect just to kind of break up the monotony of it just being having a white tail. Add a little bit of adhesive just to kind of lock those threads in place. And now we can take a look at our finished product. You can see we nicely layered in that black marabou into the white marabou. And have created a nice visual breakup effect on that jig. Thank you guys for watching.